Here's some old text from Kelly going back from November 2020 on my old phone, where she asks me if I put rat poison in the shed, screams at me to move the bike for no reason. Why would I buy rat poison and put it in the shed? I've never been in the shed. I don't go in the shed. I don't have anything in the shed. That's not my job or my business. And then there's a dead rat in her yard, and she can't let the dogs out. Why can't Carly go out and just move the rat? So I have to go pick it up and throw it away. Like, because there's a dead rat, she assumes rat poison. And then she assumes it was in the shed. And then she assumes that I did it. Like, you see what I'm saying with these crazy assumptions? But then it's, let me do you a favor after I just yelled at you, and go over there and fix my problem. The dome light, whatever, that's fine. I have no clue. She took a picture of some random stuff. She moves my stuff, and then she put that out there. And then she says, what are you doing with these? Then you need to come bring it outside to the street like I told you yesterday. I have no clue. She moved some crap that she had in storage in the shed and then told me, what am I doing with them? I know you were moving them out of the shed, not me. Then she wants me to do her a favor again. Then we've decided, no, you mean you've decided you're no longer going to use the refrigerator. Notice that I have chicken on the top shelf. And look at the chicken. Like, it's not, is that even wet? No. It's not leaking. It's not wet. There's no problems there. But it's, oh my God, like, you killed everybody in the house. Like, so I ended up having to move everything into the small refrigerator, which made it a lot harder for me to eat or do anything. It's not acceptable when you have cooked food underneath it. It's not leaking. Like, when you grab chicken, you can feel the package, and if the package is dry and it's not leaky, you can move the package upside down and shake it all around, and you can see if it's leaking or not, and you can put a towel underneath it. And if no water goes into the towel, then it's safe. Now, if it's dripping, that's a different story. So you have to use some common sense here. Then she's like, I want to apologize. And then, so, is this the same day? Oh no, it's not. This is 2 weeks earlier. So, she apparently yelled at me for something, and now she wants to apologize. She's always really angry. She's never not angry. And she has no clue how Gramps and I's relationship is. I understand you think you are not. Notice that she says, you think you are not capable of working, but I see you cooking, drying, going through drive-thrus. Where is she following me going through drive-thrus? Going to your girlfriend's houses and playing games. What games am I playing? I don't play poker or like, I don't sit down and play Monopoly. Don't play any board games. I think she's talking about being on my phone, which using a phone takes a thumb. That's not, quote unquote, being physical. So you have severe back pain and you're laying down and you're using your phone, and she sees you playing a game on your phone. She's like, oh, the guy must be totally healed. Why don't we ask a bunch of disabled people how that works? So, and then talking about going to my girlfriend's house, she came over here for years. I don't ever hardly go over there for 7 years. I might go like once or twice. So because I have 2 good days in a month, and I have pain medication, that the pain medication allows me to go over there. And then when I go over there, we just sit down. That's it. It's not like we're doing anything. And then cooking, like, you gotta cook to eat. So what are you talking about once again? Like, microwaving food. I rarely cook, and if I do cook, I cook once a week on a Sunday, and I cook a bunch of food so that all I have to do is microwave for the bunch for the week because I can't cook every day, and washing the dishes hurts my back so much, and I have to lay down afterwards. But she's not in the house, and she doesn't see that. And driving literally kills me. Like, it hurts my knee to get in and out of the car and to push on the pedal because I have a stick shift, and I'm really regretting having it. But she sees what she wants to see, and so I'm quote-unquote taking advantage of him. It's not. And then I explain to her, like, what hurts me most is I'm in a fight for my life every day. I watch TV, YouTube, Facebook, or whatever to keep me motivated. And I see people with all these amazing support structures, with people that are going through exactly what I'm going through. And the only reason that they were able to overcome these odds were because of these support structures. I've written to TV shows, true. I wrote the doctors. I wrote the president. I wrote congressmen. I wrote the Dalai Lama. And everyone in between for assistance on my condition because of red tape and roadblocks to success that only they can remove. And when you have a disease inside of you that's trying to kill you, and you fight every day against it, you have to battle against everyone else. It's the most difficult thing in the world. And the amount of bravery and willpower it takes to not give up when everyone else has given up on you, or even worse, never even started fighting for you because they all think it's a joke, is tremendous. It's true. I am my own hero. When everyone else says you only make mistakes and it's your fault, and you're stupid, dumb, and lazy, as if getting sick was a crime, and I have to hide in my room because of crippling anxiety, which is true. I have to cover myself up in a blanket because of dysautonomic attacks, because I get freezing cold. There's other videos on that. But anyway, which is one small part of my problems. Instead of anyone actually acknowledging that it's real, I'm told I'm faking it or that it's in my head. And when you wake up in the middle of the night crying in pain or having a panic attack or your body's seizing or you don't remember where you are, that every time I go to the doctor to make an improvement or get better and talk to my psychiatrist about it, something can be totally destroyed and knocked back and face a total regression by an attack by someone who walks in the door and attacks me just because I happen to be standing in the kitchen minding my own business. Oh, Kelly. I'm in a fight for my life right now, and I don't have 2 seconds to waste on stupid things like what's sitting outside or a bird on the carport. Yeah, there was this bird, and apparently it was my bird just because it was on the carport. Despite the fact that Karen and Kelly are the ones that paid all the attention to it. It was there for like 2 or 3 days. But it became my bird, despite the fact that I never once paid any attention to it, looked at it, talked to it, did anything to it. I just walked outside and ignored it. And she opened the back door right as I was coming outside, and she was like, "Oh yeah, see, I saw you go by the bird. Like, it's your bird." I was like, "I'm going to my car. You're the ones that are sitting there paying attention to the bird, you and Karen." Anyways, or whatever you deem to be the obsession of your day that you drag me into and make me suffer through, if you can understand just what my priorities were in life, maybe you wouldn't make me the singular focus of your anger, as if all you did was wake up and spend, oh God, I'm not in a good spot, spend all of my days focused on how I could go around and sabotage little things just to annoy you, as if I had that kind of energy or willpower. I have much more important things to do with my life, as if somehow me trying to simply exist in this world means I don't have the capacity to love, like she said, I don't love my grandfather, or have morals, as if that makes me a lesser human being than you. I'm in extreme pain every day. Getting out of bed is a miracle, which is true. I have a hard time now washing and getting dressed. Sometimes I can't talk on the phone, also true. Sometimes I can't look at lights, also true. Karen and I can't even go through a TV show sometimes without me going in my room and taking breaks. Sometimes there is too much sound. Sitting is hard, standing is hard, which is getting hard as you can see right now. Ooh. Walking is hard. People see 15 minutes of my day and make a judgment on how I must be all the time. They don't see all the mental and physical preparation it takes just to get outside for those few minutes, the amount of medication it takes, or how long I sit in my car to recharge. Because I sit in my car for like 15 minutes or 30 minutes before I even walk inside the house. Or the fact that I go through drive-thru because I can't cook or shop, which she didn't even put that together. Perspective is everything. Having somebody twist what is me scraping by doing the bare minimum of the drive-through because I can't do anything else, have it turn me into conquering the world. She thinks I'm a world conqueror, that's right. Is the destructive gaslighting manipulation that destroys my self-esteem at a time when I have none. Having everyone tell me such and such happened to me 20 years ago. You're the same as me. Yeah, that was another thing they do. I understand what you're going through. No, you don't. You don't understand. No one understands. I don't need someone kicking me when I'm down. I need someone to tell me it's going to be okay. If you don't know, I don't know if I'm going to survive the year or the month or even the day sometimes. So if you don't have anything nice to say to me, don't say anything at all. You have no idea how much harm you're causing to someone who is already in a world of hurt and pain. Much of it is invisible on the inside, but if somebody took 5 minutes to care, they would see how hard I'm struggling not to drown and wouldn't be throwing extra weight on top of me. All of this is crap. When somebody opens up to you like that and tells you how hard they're struggling, who the fuck says all of this is crap? For one reason, you have Gramps. You've had his support. No, he pays bills. That's not medical support, and that's not understanding. Like Gramps could, if ask Gramps right now, what is my medical condition? He can't even say the word dysautonomia. He does not understand it. He just goes, I know you have some problems, but I don't know what they are. If I told him to tell my uncle what my problems were, he couldn't do it. I had this conversation with him. I said, repeat back to me what's wrong with me. He goes, I don't know. He can't do it. That's not support. You need a family that's like, look like, they're on TV and they're like, look, we've studied all the medical books, all the text journals. We know what's wrong with him. When something happens, we know exactly what to do, what to give him, where to go, who to talk to, how to go to the doctor visit, and how to talk to the doctor. We understand what the doctor says. That's support. We know when to leave you alone and when to come up and talk to you. Right? That's support. Sorry, too many lies in this. What's the lie? Where's the lie? Tell me when I'm telling lies. This is the problem. The gaslighting. She keeps thinking she's going to convince me like that my existence is a lie. You were the one that stood out for taking pictures of the bird, not me. I'll pull it up on camera. Yeah, please do. Along with all the other video of you using your time that way. What time? Where's pictures of the bird? I'm sure, because I saved this phone. Everything's saved. All the pictures everywhere is saved. That's why I'm even going through this phone and recording it. You're not going to find pictures of a bird. You have the motivation to do things to hurt yourself instead of fighting for yourself. Yeah, I'm not fighting for myself. Yeah, okay. That's why I'm literally cleaning this room. As thanks to the power of pain medication, you can't see what's right in front of you. My prayer, and anybody who prays is automatically fucked up, but anyway, is the blinders. Anyway, and I go to sleep and see, here it is. I just told her, don't compare your shit to me. You don't have what I have. So you have some messed up knees. I have knees, back, head, seizures, dysautonomia, like generalized anxiety disorder, sleep apnea. Like, we can go down the list. And she's like, I got some problems with my knees. You can just think it away. Yeah, okay. Look at your grandfather and your great-grandmother. They're good examples. Yeah, did they have my issues? No. So if they had cancer and died, and I didn't, then maybe they should have looked to me as an example. They should have just thought it away. I didn't get cancer. That's her thing. And then she, of course, asked me for a favor. Like, what was this? So you see, she fucks with me, tells me that I'm fucking bullshit, and then asks me for a favor. Go call your friends so that we can get... This is her thing. Screw you, and then ask me for a favor. And then I told them I would ask. So you see how she relies on me, and then fucks with me. Constant back and forth. And then she's like, okay, I'll pay him for both houses. He gets a nice discount because my friend is a plumber. He eventually left the tools with me so that I could do it. And then she says, I'm convicted to reach out with you. And then she's like, I'm sorry you're sick and feel like no one cares about you. So wait, are you admitting? I gotta sit down. I can't keep doing this. So wait, now are you admitting you're wrong? It's sad to me you can't see how much you love. I know Gramps could not love you any more than he does. I would be lying if I told you it didn't bother me that you're living the life. You can see all the crap that holds you down. What's holding me down? I'm sick. I need better medical care. This is a lot of America. It's not just me. Give what I'm saying a chance. You mean be a Christ follower. Yeah. It's a battle of good and evil between our family, a plague. We have a devil and an angel on our shoulder. And if we just believe in God, you'll be healed, What I would like you to hear and understand is what's going on through your body is not any different. Remember, it's not any different from what Grammy or Pa went through. So my illness is not, they had heart problems because they ate a bunch of bacon and shit, and they were heavy. My dysautonomia is a totally different thing. You see what I'm saying? You have two different illnesses, but she claims it's the same. Can you see the similarities in you if you just let your guard out? You are fucking insane. The last 2 years on earth, she was more alive, blah, 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 transformation. Unfortunately, we didn't know she had multiple fractures in her back, and she had unimaginable pain, and she had heart issues and a compromised lung. I don't have a lung. How are we the same? Nothing's wrong with my lungs. She almost died multiple times. She's also 70, and I'm 40. And then, as soon as she asked Jesus, her transformation was imaginable. She apologized for everything she had done and put all of us through. What are you talking about, all of us? You were the ones she hated. That's why you are fucked up. She even called Aunt Ida and asked for forgiveness. See, none of this has to do with me. And why is she... Oh, because I searched for Sherry. I was like, what the hell? And then she said, yeah, and this is what she doesn't say, because my grandmother got addicted to drugs, apparently, and my uncle stole pills from her. She blamed me for stealing pills. That's another thing that is on the list, and she never apologized for that. Yes, I need to cry out to God. God will help. Yes, God is not the problem. And then I correct her again. Family, a friend, a loved one is supposed to unconditionally accept someone on the fact that we can't have a conversation without me thinking what is wrong with me or how I'm somehow connected to some deity that you choose to think is real. Only shows that you refuse to acknowledge who I am. I'm an atheist. Accept that. Support me. You think that only your way is valid. No one else on this earth out of 8 billion people can be correct. There's no war, no sadness. This has nothing to do with some conversation of Grammy 10 years ago. I'd love to have a real constructive conversation about the real issues at hand. However, you say, you know me. You've been knowing me for 25 years. Nobody knows me. Nobody's been paying attention. I hide 99% of myself because I cannot be around myself around my own family. That's true. Other people do not act like you guys do. I've never had to hide between Justin's mom or Josh's mom or Adam's parents. They know me way better than you. I built an entire person just to avoid conflict around you. That's true. It still didn't work because she takes it so personally. That's half the reason I have anxiety. She's a big reason on it. For some reason, people think that by trying every day to change someone who's 100% fixed and happy as they are is love. It's not. I'm completely satisfied with my quote-unquote spiritual happiness. We are happy with you, or by telling that person we aren't happy with you as you are. You need to change for us to accept you. That's really some abusive shit. That messes with someone's head. The unhappiness you see isn't from the inside. That's from the lack. It isn't from the lack of some deity. It's a combination of years of heavy beating with a stick over the head of, I'm right, you're wrong, you're sick. If you keep telling an employee they suck at their job, they'll begin to be miserable at work, even if they initially love their job and were very good at it. Da-da-da, excellent point. That logic applies to everything at once. I'm not sick at all. I love myself. I don't want to change. I just want to make the most of the hand that I was dealt. You control what you can't control. However, I did say, see, I was nice. I said, I'm glad you're at least trying and seem to be making an effort. That's something. However, I'm not Grammy, I'm not Papa. I was born half of my father and have a totally different set of genes. Only 25% of Grammy and 12% of Papa. That's not even exact due to alleles and other genetic traits. See, I really broke it down factually. And then you have epigenetics and things like that. And mindset is different. So I wish you would stop playing doctor and let the facts do their job. Even two twins who live in different states are treated totally different based on their medical conditions. I tried a million times to say, hey, look at me, this is who I am, only to be told, no, you're not. So anyway, I said, I understand why people in Christian and other religious cults all band together because they need that mutual acceptance. However, it's sad that they just can't let people be who they want to be. I hate the dependency because it only traps me more. It's my dream to just get away and be free and live my life without ever hearing about mythology or having somebody sell it to me again. That's why I never wanted to move back home, and it's hell that I had to come back. I want to be able to help people on my path if they ask me. That's a big thing. My health versions, my introversions, they're obstacles to my goal, not symptoms of it. Hear our hearts. You'd be on the street if it wasn't for the love of your family. You would not, see, once again, take advantage of, what are you doing? I'm going to take advantage of Gramps. How am I take advantage of Gramps? I help out. I have an entire list of everything I do to help and support Gramps. I've offered to cook. I've offered to do everything that Kelly does for him. He just says no because he's scared that Kelly will get mad. He's afraid of him, afraid of her. He's said it multiple times. I just can never get the camera out when he says it. But she has threatened him, and I have that recorded. And look at her telling me, you need to go out there for Gramps. Well, actually, for you. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, I'm the one that ended up calling the city and doing all that work with the city and the water and handling it. Like, I love how she acts like she's in charge of it and all that other stuff, but I ended up doing it. But anyway, this is a 22-minute video, so I'm going to go ahead and get back to work. I got to finish cleaning up this room while my medication is working.